Blessed Rising Soul Family. Greetings to you all kings and queens, my gods and goddesses, alien and cosmic family members. Welcome back to Soul Family Oracle, where I deliver messages from the divine, and if you're returning, thank you so much. The energy coming through for this message is quite not overwhelming, but it's just like I'm hearing notes like how you'd think of like a notebook or like a big novel or a big workbook or something of the sort. And when it started to come through, I pulled my cosmic cards and I wanted to see what was coming through, and the first card that came out was Space Center. And with the Space Center came also Jupiter. And the message that was coming through was that there are cosmic beings right now in space centers that are much closer to Earth than we know, actually, in space centers that have been positioned right above specific places all over the globe. And what was coming through was these space centers have been positioned where they are because there's something big that's coming. And this was what was coming through when I was meditating on the message. It was that basically there's something big that it's coming. There's something big that we're bringing in. We're bringing in a big wave. However, there are the powers that know that we are bringing this wave. There are the powers that know that this wave is coming and have systematically been working to block this out. Not out of fear, but because they know what this wave is going to do. And what was coming through was that from the cosmic side, it's like these various space centers, you can call them like space stations, but they are not as big as space stations. These are just like space centers that have been made. These are like just temporary like space centers that have been put in place just for this special task, which is in connection with the transit that is coming in Jupiter. And I think that's on May 14th. May 14th, Jupiter goes into Gemini. And what was coming through was that this period is going to allow a very high level of conscious expansion or expansion of consciousness. Thank you, Spirit. A high level of expansion of consciousness. And this expansion of consciousness is going to make it aligned or make it the perfect time to bring down this wave. And what was coming through was that there's an activation that's going to be happening from the 14th. I don't know when it's going to be happening, for who, how it's going to be happening, but I know this transit is going to be around for 360 days. That's a year. And when this transit happens, the higher consciousness that is going to be upon the collective is going to make the collective body more receptive to the energy of what is coming, of the wave that is coming down. And this is basically the basis of what the message was. 333 on the time as I just passed. I'm hearing cosmic ancestors, and 333 for me also represents ancestral energy. So this is coming through, and I feel like this is a mission that is being done by multiple cosmic bodies, but a lot of the people that this message is going to resonate to, you have cosmic family members on these missions also, or these operations also. And another thing that was coming through was that different beings or different light bodies from different star systems are visiting each other and basically like going from these different space stations. And it's like, it's almost like it's like a meeting of different heads of different departments of different star systems, all coming together for the collective good, and also purposely because of this alignment. And another thing I'm getting right now is like with this year, like this whole year, this new period that is going to be lasting for a whole year, what I'm getting is that for some, This is going to be the unlocking of like a whole new identity, but it's going to happen in different stages throughout the year. It's not all going to be like a dump at one time where like you're fully activated and it's like everything has been dumped into your brain or your system. No, for some it's going to be like a systematic approach of like activating you in different senses and until you reach that full level of activation. And then what I'm getting also is like this is a phenomena that already holds deep meaning to the powers that were, in the sense that they do know there are different energies that out in the cosmos and here on earth also that do know, they know what this transition into Jupiter is going to bring or what it is going to be able to do. And this is the reason why there are things that are being done to shut out the communication between Earth and the outer space. And I'm hearing sieving. There's something also about sieving information. And I was getting like, they know we are here. Like they know we are here. Like these other powers without way or energies, like they know that the cosmic family or these space centers are there. It's like they know they are there. However, I'm hearing untraceable. However, it's not like they are untraceable. It's like these. So again, that's the thing about the space centers. These are not actual space stations. These are like the space centers are like built from different smaller ships and smaller groups from the space station. Right. And I guess that's why it's like, okay, so like, yeah, these meetings happening between the different leaders or different leaders in different factions from the different star systems are happening on the various space stations. And for the different reasons or different purposes, these space centers have been put together or built to create a temporal space to work or to use to activate this energy on Earth as this transit comes in. And I'm hearing we've been preparing for this moment. There's been a lot of preparation leading up to this. There's been a lot of preparation leading up to this particular phase. 701 on the timer. So 0707 on the timer. That's what was coming through from when I was channeling this message and I did the meditation. So I want to look a bit deeper and see what's going to come up. So I'm using this like cosmic deck. It's not really a deck. It's like cosmic cards that I picked up. I'll show it in a picture later. But yeah, let's see. All right. Cosmic family, what else do we need to know about this download? So we have Mars rover, Mercury, and under the deck is meteorological satellite. But the meteorological satellite was trying to come out before. And right under that we have Earth. So we have the Mars rover, Mercury, meteorological satellite, and Earth under the deck. With the Mars rover, what I'm getting is like there are certain mechanics or technological things like gadgets or something of the sort that have been placed here on Earth, right, that are acting as some kind of like meteorological satellite for Earth. And it's like, this is how this is okay. And this is saying that we are not doing it the same way anymore. Thank you, Spirit. And with Mercury has to do with communication. Mercury is a planet of communication. So basically this Thank you, Spirit. So it's like how communication is being done directly on earth here is going to be a bit different from how it usually was being done. And I feel like this is because, like it was saying, like we are being traced, they are being traced, frequencies are being traced. Like these, like NASA and CERN and the things that they're tracing is like, and they're doing a lot of things also to attack these frequencies and energies. Not only are they now checking space for things that they weren't aware of before, they are checking specifically for certain frequencies and sound waves. What I'm getting is they have evidence or materials that have documented certain specific frequencies that would come in at certain times or certain period, like for instance certain planetary alignment, certain phenomena, astrological phenomena, and they've studied and noticed how some of these frequencies have repeated. And it's like there's something about the study around these frequencies. And so how a lot is like how the communication, 1, 2, 3 on the timer, as I said that, how the communication is being done are through these technological gadgets or so that serve as a satellite here on Earth. And I feel like, so this is what is happening. This is how the space stations are reading and passing down the information, again, with the communication, right? So it's like there's a systematic approach where even though these are like energetic bodies and like we can use telepathy and all these different things, it's like the expansion has to happen first. There has to be that planetary alignment has to come. So again, I guess that's why it says there's been a lot of preparation leading up to this. There's been a lot of preparation leading up to this. So I know there was a download I just recorded like this morning also that spoke about sound waves, like frequency, and how there are some people that are experiencing or receiving information and activations through frequency. And again, with the saying, you know, with the we're being monitored and then we're being like traced. It's like these frequencies are being traced. It's like I'm getting something about like, you know, like I don't know, like trying to follow some like sound into space, like trying to follow the sound or the frequency into space. And I feel like this is one of the things that they are working on, which is how to identify the origin of a sound or a frequency. Because there's something about sound waves that is very, very important in this time right now. 12 on the timer, just as I said that. There's something very important about sound waves right now. All right, let's see what else. What else, Cosmic Family? 12 on the timer. What's so important for us to know right now? One, two on the timer. Before I started the reading, I took the Starseed Oracle deck also because I thought, oh, you know, this might be something that has to do with Starseeds. But this energy that is coming through is like, there's something about it being a collective energy. However, people are going to be activated in different ways. It's not an activation that is like a general thing of how people are going to be experiencing it or expressing it. It's like it's going to be very diverse. It's going to be very, very different, and it's going to bring about like different factions or types of human beings. Of human beings? All right, let's see. I'm hearing superhumans, like mentally superhuman. Like there's something about the mental that is really going to change. 13 on the timer. There's something about the mental that is really going to change from this period of like this Jupiter transit into Gemini. It's like there's something about the mental for those that are going to be receiving this activation, or for those that are directly going to be uncoded, decoded. It's going to be something within the mind. And then I'm fearing this like high level of consciousness. People are going to really come into the knowing of like some really high level cosmic insight. All right, what else, Spirit? Spacewalk, exactly. This is giving me the energy of like a walk through space. It's almost as if like this energy is as if like you're going to be given a walk through space, and it's almost as if like this activation is going to take you on a journey through space to look at everything, to see everything, to understand better. Somebody is going to, in this period that's coming by the close of the year, 1414 on the timer, somebody is just like miraculously going to have so much knowledge about star systems and the different star systems and all those things. So there's like heavy remembrance coming through. There's like this activation is not just going to be, it's not really like an activation. It's more like a transmission that is coming through to bring certain things about. What else, Spirit? One 444 on the timer, and we have meteorites. Meteorites. Why can I get one more card for meteorites? Meteorite and spacecraft. Thank you, Spirit. Makes perfect sense. Meteorite and spacecraft. We will need to be on the lookout for whoever this message pertains to, or we will hear on the news. There's going to be a lot of news about meteorite, or there's going to be meteorites, 1515 on the timer, but maybe there will be no news about it. These meteorites will only look like meteorites to us. They will seem like meteorites to us, but in actuality, these are going to be spacecraft. Again, with that energy of we are not doing it the same way anymore. It's like this is like, it's like they're not doing it the same way anymore. It's like how this is giving me foxy energy. It's almost like in the cosmos, like there's a lot of like systematic, strategic, like planning going on how to feed the collective this activation. And with the meteorite and the spacecraft, it's like for people 15555 on the timer. For certain people, or for some people that see this happen, it's going to look like a meteorite, but these are going to actually be spacecraft. These are going to be spacecraft. But it's like there's something about how these energies are coming down to Earth. It's like it's very different. 1616 on the timer and 1212, which is like 12:12 p.m. It's very different from how they usually come, you know. What else, Spirit? What else, Cosmic Family? What do we need to know right now? Space telescope. Yes. I was just about to say about this. It's going to look like meteorites, but these are going to be actual spacecraft just disguised as meteorites, right? With the space telescope, because they are being watched. Because the movement is being watched. It's like the atmosphere, the space, like our space is being watched by the powers that were and our leaders down here, specifically because they are waiting. They are waiting. So for instance, these spacecraft, it's not like, it's like there's something also about these people, like 1717 on the timer, using certain technology, certain very highly advanced technologies to detect certain things, right? And I was explaining on, a light warrior transmission that these alien techs and high level technologies that we have, a lot of them are from aliens, and some of those aliens made the exchange for sinister things, right? Like energy harvesting and breeding of negativity on the planet. So all this is like, this is a very big thing. Like this is bigger than just what I'm describing here. This is like part of like a bigger plot. But it's like, again, with the energy of them saying like, it took a lot of preparation to get here. We've been preparing ourselves, but it took a lot of preparation to get to this point. This is because of like, it's like, it's almost like our own space. It's like our Earth space is being like, I don't know, it's been, and I think for a lot of you already know this, like there's been a lot, like a veil, a lot that is being blocked, a lot of data also that is being hidden from people by these like, NASA and CERN and all these like space station programs and stuff that they're doing, right? And I feel like, yeah, a lot of these things also are just to hide or disguise the fact that they are doing other things so that other different countries and bodies are not able to detect it. So it's a lot of play going on in the space right now. And I feel like this is the reason why these space centers are also being disguised, and also these spacecraft are being disguised. Because again, with the space telescope, somebody is watching. Somebody is watching in space. Somebody is looking at what's happening. Somebody is watching them, watching to see how it's coming down. Like somebody is watching. 1911 on the timer. 911 is also another one that has been coming through a lot. 1919 now. What else, cosmic family? We have Uranus. With the blue of the Uranus and the flow, I'm getting an energy of like rebirth, newness, because Uranus, if I'm correct, is like the youngest planet. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like going online to check that right now. But what I'm getting through with this energy is something about newness and renewal. This is like a wave of renewal that's coming again. That's why this shift is so very important with the Jupiter's transit is so important, because Jupiter is a planet of expansion. And Jupiter expands on everything that is given or everything that it touches on, which means a lot of things are going to be expanded. It's not just going to be our awareness or, a higher consciousness, or like, it's also going to be like personal lives, because all these things are going to be, it's all interwoven together. 222 on the timer. What else, cosmic family? Oh, I just heard that's it. And under the deck, we have galaxy. So yeah, it's like what I'm getting is like this, there's a much bigger picture to this. And this is connected to the galaxy as a whole. A lot more is going to be revealed, but this is connected to the galaxy as a whole. However, because Earth is being harvested right now, they're using Earth as a harvesting point right now. It's important to shut down these things on Earth in order to allow for a higher ascension, so that we can be able to assist the galaxy in general. And the thing is, like, there are a lot of light beings that are already working to assist the galaxy, right? However, because of the shedding that we have to do as some of the light beings we are, and some of the missions that we have, this Earth ascension is very important, because it gives us a whole new perspectives and understanding that allows us to release all the different things like ego and negative karma and stuff that we incur throughout the different incarnations, so that we can ascend to a much higher level in our energy to be able to join in this fight for light, because that's where it comes from. It's not because you're strong you become a light warrior. It's not because you're so honest you become a light worker. It's the light that you have. It's your heart. It's the understanding you have of the experiences that you've had in life. It's how you see life, your whole perspective. And I feel like that's it for this message. Let me pull one last card and see what comes out. Anything else? It says landing on the moon, and again galaxy and Jupiter. Now we have landing on the moon. Under the deck is galaxy, Jupiter. Oh, wow. So what I'm getting is that this operation is being, this whole mission is being operated like the landing on the moon. Like the landing on the moon. A lot of white lies, not like white lies, but almost like in this sense it's being done. And you know what? The moon card just fell out. So this landing on the moon and the moon with the space center, I feel like there's something about the moon being one of those space centers. Could it be that the space center is on the moon? Okay, well, yeah, what I'm getting is the space center. It's funny how we started with the space center and ending also with the whereabouts or this thing of the space center. There's something about like communication coming through from the moon, something of the sort. But again, these are multiple space centers, right? That is coming from multiple space stations. get one? I'm just being curious right now. Can I get one more card? All right. Moon rover. We have moon rover. Yeah. So the landing on the moon and moon rover, there's something to do with the moon that's very significant. And what I'm getting is this about like the space stations. What's coming through, I don't know why this part is a bit blurry for me, but it's like either this monitoring or this checking out that they're doing, there's something being done from the moon, or part of this mission is being done from the moon. But there's something 2444 on the timer. There's something very significant about the moon here. Somebody might have a dream about being on the moon. Somebody might have a dream about seeing some kind of craft on the moon, or being like something about, I'm seeing somebody like being in something like a spaceship and they're saying we're going to the moon, or they're saying something about like journeying to the moon. So that might be significant to somebody, or that might be some kind of confirmation to somebody. All right. So I feel like this is where I'm going to end this message, guys. As always, I hope you listen with discernment. Please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if the message resonates with you, kindly like, share, subscribe to help us reach even more of our soul tribe. Thank you guys so much.